Welcome. This is Robin Nielsen, and this is our Hormone Breakthrough Wednesdays. I love these Wednesdays because it's our time to get together and really take that next step on our healing journey. And that's why we're here, because we want to feel so much better. We've got a life to live. We have people waiting for us to serve, and it's our time to feel fabulous and confident, right, in our own skin. All right, so I wanted to share a little bit about myself today because we have so many new members to this group. And I know that if you're like me, you probably don't go over to the sidebar and read all the rules and all about, what this group is about and all the information. So I thought I'd share a little bit about me today so that you know who I am. And then I want to share with you also some next steps that you can take to feeling so much better. You definitely have to put in a little bit of work. It doesn't just happen. So even though this group is like magic, it really is like magic. We have so many beautiful women in this group who are here to support you. Some of these women have really made some incredible changes in their health, and some of us are really looking for answers. And I want to remind all of us that this is the natural solutions for hormone balance group. So when it comes to medications, we're not real strong in that department because we're really looking to support you with natural solutions. So I hope that makes some sense for you. All right, so I want to share a little bit about myself. So I am Robin Nielsen, and I'm the founder of Juvenescence, which means to grow younger. And I'm also the CEO of Insulite Health, which is the oldest company supporting women with a condition called polycystic ovary syndrome. So we've actually been around since, I think, 2005. Our 5-element system is incredible for supporting women to really heal from a lot of the symptoms of PCOS. For over 15 years, I've been empowering women with symptoms of hormone imbalance, like weight gain, anxiety, and fatigue, to become the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of their own health so they can feel confident, vibrant, and sexy. Woo, that's how we roll here, Natural Solutions for Hormone Balance. So I have lived personally with the debilitating symptoms of hormone imbalance for years and years. In fact, my life now looks nothing like it used to. I felt old when I was in my 20s, and it lasted for 2 decades, a long time. In my 20s, I suffered from persistent acne and irritability. Oh, so grumpy. In my 30s, I was not only still suffering from acne and irritability, but also I started experiencing weight gain for no good reason and fatigue. So the tip of the iceberg, the thing that was the big deal for me was the weight gain, because I could gain 5 pounds in a day for no good reason. The next day I would do the starve yourself and over-exercise diet plan. Have you ever tried this program to lose weight? Well, I did this unsuccessfully for years. I must have lost and gained hundreds of pounds over the years. It was so frustrating, and I felt so much shame. I would starve myself, and then I would binge. I could make baked goods like nobody's business. I would hoard them for myself because they would make me feel happy temporarily, until the next day when I would have to start the dieting and the over-exercising all over again. So I would starve myself and then I would over-exercise. That was kind of how I learned to roll. And that's how a lot of women know to lose weight. We know to undereat and over-exercise. I never knew if my clothes were going to fit from day to day. I was the person who would try on 5 different outfits before heading off to work. So underneath the tip of the iceberg, right down here under the water, I had many, many more symptoms that kept going deeper and deeper. Like I had chronic irritability. I had brain fog. I had blood sugar imbalances. I had constipation and horrible cramping in my abdomen. I had arthritic symptoms in my hands. I had extreme fatigue. I had brain fog, like I shared, but I also had horrible PMS. And I felt like I was moving through molasses all the time. I tried to fix my hormonal issues with drugs like antibiotics, birth control pills, and sulfa drugs, and every single one of them made me worse off. In fact, I gained even more weight. I broke out in hives, and I got swollen joints so bad that I couldn't walk. It took me, I think, 2 weeks to recover from one of the drugs I took. It was like incredibly horrible for me taking medications. So I got off everything, but my symptoms just kept piling on and getting worse until one day when I was 36 years old, I had a full-on hormonal breakdown. I was driving home from work, and I remember exactly where I was when it happened. I was on the country road that was close to my home, and I drove every day. And I took the wheel of the car and I turned it sharply to go around a hairpin turn like I did every day. And at that point, I had a complete meltdown. I started sobbing and I cried all the way home. I was fat and tired, and I was really depressed. I also felt really alone. My kids and even my husband had no idea what I was going through. I had a huge schedule that I was trying to keep as a busy business owner, a busy mom and a wife, only my body and my brain couldn't keep up. I felt like I was letting everyone down, including myself. I didn't have the hormonal balance I needed to show up every day the way I wanted to. You know, my body was kind of acting like a hibernating bear with a super sluggish metabolism. But I kept expecting it to function like a high performance race car, right? I had so much that I wanted to do every day, but I just couldn't keep up. So I vowed right then and there to go figure out my hormonal challenges. I knew that I had to become the CEO, the chief executive officer of my own health. I had to take charge of my health and figure out how to heal my body. So I decided to invest the time and the money to do that. So if this is resonating with you at all, I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear your comments on kind of what similarities there are for you, you know, in your journey right now. We've heard so many of you, you know, when we do our welcome posts, it's so great when you post what's going on for you. I love to read those. It makes a big difference. You're starting to get out there what you want to fix. You have to name it so you can change it. So what's coming up for you right now? So my healing journey began with reading every hormone book I could get my hands on. I wanted the path to healing. I went back to school to study nutrition, and I also studied with an endocrinologist, a hormone doctor, who was a pioneer in healing hormones naturally, no drugs. All of this helped me discover my root causes. I call them the hormone deal breakers, so that I could heal my body and my life, right? Because if your health is stuck, your life is stuck. It wasn't easy. I spent thousands of dollars going back to school, doing the right testing, purchasing supplements, and studying under the endocrinologist. But through the right assessments, testing, replacing missing nutrients, using food as medicine, and making better lifestyle choices, I healed everything. Fast forward weeks, months, and years, I now feel younger in my 50s than I ever did in my 20s or 30s. I have amazing energy. My moods are balanced. In fact, I feel happy every single day. And my skin is more beautiful than it's ever been. In fact, I feel like a sexy badass, and you can too. What took me years to figure out can literally take you months. Every day you can wake up feeling happy and confident. I've seen this happen for women just like you over and over again. That's why I'm so excited to share with you some of the trainings that I've done this year so that you too can start becoming the CEO of your own health. So I want to hear from you now. Like, what is the tip of the iceberg for you? What is that, you know, one big symptom that is really bugging you that you want to fix more than anything else? What is that one big symptom? I would love to hear what that is for you. And of course, there are a ton of other symptoms, right, that come along with it, but I want to know what your one big symptom is. So post it right here in the comment section. And I review every single one of these comments right after the program. So be sure to share, because what we name, we can change. All right, so I'm going to share with you some of the amazing tools that you have at your disposal to start becoming the CEO of your own health. So I'm going to show you right here. I'm going to share my screen for a minute. Just go here. And it's pretty cool. So if you go to pcos.com, this is where we're putting all the trainings right now. So if you go to pcos.com, I'll show you where you can find them. And it doesn't matter what your hormonal condition is. These trainings will help you with next steps. So you can see right here, here is our home page. And if you just go right here to free trainings, all of the 8 trainings that I have done this year are right here. So if you're suffering from hirsutism, right, hair growth where you don't want it, or hair loss, then you'll go to the Stop Unwanted Hair Growth opt-in page. You just give us your name and your email address, which we probably already have, and then you'll get instant access to all of the trainings and the amazing assessments. So there's some great little assessments you can take to see where you are with your health. And then let's see, if I go back here, the next training that I want to share with you. Again, you just go to pcos.com, and the next training is, wait for it, drum roll please. Takes a little bit when I'm doing Zoom and trying to run other applications. So the next one is 6 simple steps to weight loss. So I know that releasing weight is a really, really important topic for many of us. And you'll love these 6 simple steps to weight loss. And again, there are some assessments in there to figure out if you're insulin resistant and if you are weight loss resistant. And those assessments are really important, and they give us some great information. So I think that you're going to love them. And then some next steps after you do the trainings. So don't stop, keep learning like I did. The next one is break free from PCOS. So if PCOS is your big thing, if you've been diagnosed with PCOS, or if you have a lot of the symptoms, then definitely watch the break free from PCOS training. Actually, all of these trainings, no matter what your symptoms, are going to really support you. And then the next one is 5 secrets to hormone balance. So I give my 5 secrets to hormone balance. They are incredible tools to help you heal from whatever it is you're experiencing. The next one is heal anxiety, weight gain, and fatigue. So it's what I call the hormone trifecta. So, you know, unfortunately, when we have weight gain, we also get fatigue and anxiety along with that. So anxiety happens to be a low cortisol state, and so that's what happens. And then the next one is break free from menopause. So fantastic tools to help us really thrive, in our menopause years. So I'm post-menopause, and like I say, I feel better now than I ever did before. So we can feel great, right? We don't have to say, oh, it's just because I'm getting older. In fact, if you're saying that to yourself, you really, really need this training. And the next one is the magic of nutrients for hormone balance. You know, many of us take supplements, and it's important to really understand about supplements, what form is best, what dosage is best, and then make sure that you're buying, a really good quality supplement. And so you want to make sure to watch that training no matter who you are, because it's those nutrients that really can help us to heal so much faster. They're like magic. And the last one is 3 steps to menstrual regularity. That's the one that we just finished a couple of weeks ago. So if you are suffering from irregular menstrual cycles, maybe you want to start a family, this is a great training for you. I think you'll really, really like it. And then on each of these opt-in pages, you can see exactly what I cover on each day. So for instance, on the Break Free from Menopause training, I go over adrenal health, I go over thyroid health and vaginal health, and then there's a Q&A. So you can see they're super amazing. And then, we can take a look at the menstrual training, and I can show you what I go over on the menstrual training. So each opt-in page tells exactly what I review each day of the training. And you can binge watch, which is great. So you can just go through all of them, in one sitting if you want. So if I go here to 3 steps to menstrual regularity, you'll see that, on day 1, the causes of menstrual irregularity. Day 2 is 3 steps to menstrual regularity and ovulation. And day 3 is super cool. You get to build your own menstrual regularity blueprint. It's amazing. So you get to map out next steps to heal your menstrual cycle. How amazing is that? So I'm super proud of these trainings. I think they are fantastic for helping you with next steps. And they're all completely free. They're completely free. So which training are you going to dive into this week? Post right here in the comment section. I want to know which training you're going to dive into this week. All right, you've got this, beautiful woman. I look forward to reading all of your comments, sending you so much love. Mwah. Bye now.